Welcome back, everyone. Today we're back in the live variation of this gameplay series here, and we're going to give the FV215b 183 a try again. I think the last video I did of this series was the FV215b 183. That's a mouthful as well. However, it was on the test server. This one is on the actual legit North American server, NA East. Woo! So today, before we get into the battle, I think it's a good time to show you guys what this thing can do as far as its specification wise, if you haven't gone and investigated that yourself, just because we've had a few videos of that and probably going to be another one soon, hint hint, of the World of Tanks gameplay series with this tank in action. And it is amazing in platoons with 3 tier 10 TDs. Oh my god, that is so much fun. So let's get a look on here. So my layout here, I don't have any actual high explosive shells because I've decided that money isn't an object. So rather than going for these standard high explosive shells, which will do up to 2,188 damage on a really lucky roll, I think the highest roll I've seen so far, though, which it's the same roll for Hesh that I've been using, is 1970 something is the most damage I've seen in one roll. Last game, for example, I did 1,600 damage to an SD1 in one shot right before being killed by a Waffenträger off E100, or however you pronounce that correctly. Is that close? But I 1,600 something damage to him. Then, of course, the Waffenträger comes up behind me, and before I get behind cover, it's way too late. One shot at a T30 last game. That's always easy to do. T30s, T34s, T29s. If you're somehow stuck with one of these, then you were just extremely unlucky, or you're doing something wrong. But be careful if you have a weak hull. Anything French, if this thing hits you flat in the hull with Hesh, ooh, you're toast. You better hope it hits your track. Then you have a chance of surviving. But still, the splash damage is going to take half your health. So armor-piercing rounds are nice, especially since they're not quite as expensive. It's still $22.50 per armor-piercing round, though. That's it's a little on the expensive side, but we'll live with it. And you guys can hate me for shooting gold all you want. That's what I'm going to do most of. You can notice, too, this thing only holds 12 shells in total. Let's check out its armor here real quick. So let's get where you can see that better. Hull armor, 152 millimeters, so 152 millimeters on this plate on the front, and it's reasonably well slanted. So it's reasonable armor, especially if you can get your front end up a little bit higher and still hide your bottom plate. Then you can increase the angle even more. The turret, it has its bouncy times, but it also has its paper times. You can see its turret armor is 254, so it is a decent amount. But like I said, when you're against 10 tiers, or when you're against tier 10 tanks of all types, then 254 millimeters does not feel like enough. But checking out this ammo again, I forgot to mention, look at the penetration on the Hesh rounds. It's a little bit lower than the armor-piercing rounds. So it's one of those tanks where premium rounds do less penetration than armor-piercing rounds, but they do more damage. So that's neat. I've just gone for the standard layout here. I got some consumables on here. Just the camo net, didn't know what else to put there, and I had one sitting in the depot there, so I decided to throw that on. And the enhanced gun laying drive, which 10% to aiming speed, and a large caliber tank gun rammer, which is 10% loading time decrease. This is the most handy thing to have. I would definitely recommend you guys get these two consumables if you get this thing, because it's loading time when you first get it stock with 0% crew, or 50% I guess it comes with. Oh my god, it's like a 35-second reload. Right now, with 100% crew, as well as this thing, it's down to I think 25 point something seconds. And as you can see, I'm training Brothers in Arms perk on these guys, so that I believe that helps reload time. I've been told it does. It's something I plan to do on the T57 Heavy, but never did. So I think that might be enough talking about the tank for now, and we can actually get into the battle. What better to show you guys what this thing can do than to actually, well, show you by playing it. That's enough talking for sure. And I've had some not weird matchmaker, but long matchmaker queues here recently, so hopefully this doesn't take too long. Although, when you get into there we go, we're in. Not a bad map. I'm going to go into town. We've got to make sure we don't push too far ahead on our own, because with this reload you are in trouble. Let's look at what the other team has. So they have a Their top tanks are mediums, which means those Hesh rounds would go down quite nicely. I love using those on lightly armored targets. It's just amazing. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing a 1600, 1800 or more or higher roll of damage in a single shot. Let's see here. Those 10 TDs are going to be hard to get through. But I guess we'll find out. And you guys will have to hear the sound of this gun if you haven't already. It's very good sounding. I don't know if I've been on this side of the map in this thing yet. Maybe once, but I think I watched center that time because no one was there. So we'll load an armor-piercing round first since it's already mostly loaded. And sometimes we get spotted or spot stuff in about 5 seconds from now at this part of the map. And then the high explosive will be better next. Oh yeah, there's shots going down to the ground there. Those guys are spotted. Let's take the high road. Uh-oh. Hopefully he didn't spot us. I don't have Sixth Sense trained on here, but I'm planning on doing that next. I was going to do all Brothers in Arms plus 1 Sixth Sense, but then I realized, hey, why am I doing that? It's get off our base. Then I realized that you needed all of your crew to have Brothers in Arms before it became effective, so that would have been a big waste of time. So let's see what we've got here. I do have a camo on this thing, as you probably noticed. Got one for each of the 3 map types. My cats are looking at me extremely weird. Why are you both looking at me like that? Carrying on though. Let's make sure nothing pops up in the center. Mediums often like to rush the center and then just camp out there. And it just kind of dares enemy players to peek their heads out. Now let's see, for armor-piercing rounds, we've got a good roll of up to 1150 average anyway. So we might be able to give somebody a lot of hell. I don't really want to wait right here though. And I don't want to stick my head out, excuse me, Conqueror. Because knowing where I normally camp, which is up in the C4 area, if I'm in, say, the T95, this is a very easy to hit spot. Out of the way, out of the way. Excuse me. There's a 1364 roll with armor piercing. Amazing, amazing. Oh, those guys, they better not come up the center there where they can actually hit me. Okay, let's take cover here. Peek out. Oh, reload faster. Please reload faster. There we go. He got killed pretty fast there. I think he used a consumable for the fire, did he not? Maybe not. It seemed like it. So we lost to Object 704 for the Jagdpanzer off E100. Yeah, Jagdpanzer E100. Seems like a fair trade to me. I can live with that. And we'll have to go give it another try. Is that guy? FV215b. That's directed at me. No, that was an armor piercing. That second one we fired was not an armor piercing, was it? That was a Hesh. Goodbye. 1589. I mean, this thing is so much better with the crap. What's it called? That helps the aim. The module, the equipment. Let's see. Should we go down there or wait? Let's take advantage of our mod. There goes the STB-1. He's very low on health. If I can hit the Pershing and him next to each other, then they'd both be toast. There's a 183 over there. Let's oh, back at base. I'm not sure if they can manage it. Young Tiger coming down the center too. Center rush seems to be the tactic that people like to use. I have no idea if he's there. I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, according to the mini map, he was like right there-ish. Okay, I can't waste time here. I'm leaving my team without any help. Oh, this would be such a tasty shot. Yes, tasty. Hope for luck. Okay. Wasn't as high of a roll as I was hoping. Oh, there's a T-30 there too. Crap. However, it did give him take out a chunk of their health. his health. I was really hoping for a one-shot. That would have been an amazing one-shot. I think I have done it before, too. Okay, let's angle ourselves. Hopefully they can take care of the T... Oh, wait. Maybe we can get a shot off on the T-30. We're almost... No, they've got him. I'm going to say they've got him. Now, you've noticed, too, my turret doesn't turn all the way around. I think he's right here. Should I take the shot, or should I wait? Oh, there he is. Crap, I think that went low. It might have hit the ground next... Might have hit the ground next to him, yet I didn't see an explosion, so it might have just buried itself in his track. Regardless, he got lucky there. I kind of forced the shot a little too quickly. Oh man, that guy. KV4 over there died to what? The FV that's over there. Okay, so that means the FV is reloading. Guys, rush him. He's reloading. He's got a longer reload than both of you combined. You know that, right? Okay, there you go. Somebody got him. Now it's just this guy left. Let's go up behind him. See what we can do. If we mess up this shot, he's gonna take a chunk out of us, but he won't live too long after that. Maybe we can get to him in time to get the kill. It'll be cutting it close, though. Crap, he's over there a little more. This might not work out too bad. This isn't even worth the cost of the ammo there for 102 health points. If I wasn't greedy, I wouldn't have done it, but... If I would have known that was going to happen ahead of time, then I of course would have loaded an armor-piercing round. And that's when it would be nice to have just standard high-explosive rounds, too. They're the cheapest of all as well. So let's examine what kind of damage you did here. It looks like the shot to the bat chat here did bury itself in his track, so that's why he didn't take much damage. Hesh rounds and tracks, nah, they don't get along too well. The track wins usually. Let's see, 155. That one shot in the side, ammo rack, radio, track, driver, and commander. And all we did for him was the track. This is the guy how much damage did we do to him? We did most of his health. He had most of his health left, and we took it from him in one shot there. Radio track turret, nothing too significant-ish, I guess, because, well, nothing's critical. I can live with a damaged turret, for example, if I get hit and my turret's damaged. Usually I can live with it. It might make a difference later on in the battle, especially when you're getting flanked by somebody. Let's see. We hurt him bad. Engine and ammo rack. That's in a tank destroyer. That's kind of terrible, especially when you don't have a turret. So he basically could no longer turn his tank, although I don't think he really had time to do that regardless. And his ammo rack is toast, so he can no longer really properly defend himself. And radio operator, whatever. High caliber. This is the most common achievement I get in this thing. And as well as master gunner and sharpshooter. Not bad, not bad. Let's see. Hit enemy vehicles with 10 or more consecutive shots. Cool. And 5 armor penetrating hits in a row. Same thing, I suppose. And of course, master badge second class. And I suddenly can't talk. Wow. Okay, we made a profit thanks to this event. Neat. And we didn't have to repair our vehicle. I think it's 22,000-ish credits to repair this vehicle from fully damaged. But we didn't take any damage. If we had been destroyed and we hadn't had this mission, then yeah, we would have lost a little bit there, I think, if I do my math right. Let's see, what mission did we do? Did we complete? Advancing up the line, part 1. Oh, join the top 10 players in your team by experience. Okay. But yeah, we did most damage and second for experience. That T-30 did slightly more. I think he's the one that finished off that FV215b 183. The enemies, so here. Yeah, he only fired 2 shots and hit 1 to 272 damage. That's a pretty depressing game when you do no damage in this thing, or no real damage. How do you even do that little? I don't know. Okay, so given the success of that last battle, I think we have enough time for another one, because we did spend a lot of time at the beginning of the battle talking about the tank before we actually decided to use it. And I think that using the tank is what you guys want to see, and it's just going to be the curious few that want to see exactly what this thing can do on paper. So let's see what we get this time. Last time we went pretty good. Okay, that E100 is a little bit tougher to crack. Sometimes if you hit it at the front of the turret, you can do a full roll with the Hesh rounds, but it's pretty difficult to do. Usually it's like a 600-700 damage roll. IS-7, same kind of idea there. T57 heavy, those things can be fun to shoot, especially if you hit it right in the turret. Then usually you get a pretty nice roll. They've got 2 FVs, we do 2, so that's good. Let's see. The Waffenträger on both sides. Those are fun to shoot with Hesh. Everything's fun to shoot with Hesh, unless it has a lot of armor, or specifically lots of space armor. Let's go this way. And check chat. Nope, nothing of interest to us. We'll go with an armor piercing first. Although it would probably make more sense to go with a Hesh first, because we're going to have the speedier, lighter tanks arriving at the battlefield first. As far as shooting at the stuff like the E3, the 110 E3, T110 E3 to be specific, those heavily armored TDs, I'm still not entirely sure if the Hesh rounds or the armor piercing rounds are better. Usually you don't get that high of a roll with the Hesh rounds unless you can aim well, and aiming at a weak spot on stuff like that isn't that easy. I mean, it's got a pretty good sized weak spot, that E3, but from a distance with this gun, which doesn't have much accuracy, it's not terribly easy. So they have 1 artillery piece, so I will be brave enough to stick my nose out. If the artillery driver is smart, he'll shoot me first. So let's hope he's not smart. There's a tree down. Someone's about to get spotted. Crap. I knew that was going to be a miss. Got ahead of myself. I just saw the E50 moving into cover. Saw my chances of hitting him getting lower and lower, and fired anyway. There's an E100. That would be a very nice shot right there to make now. Maybe we can get into position in time. It'll be tough to say though. Nope. Whoop. Sorry, E75. Bumping into you. Now, what's the chances that we can get a shot lined up there? I don't know. That would be a pretty impressive shot if I could make that happen. There's almost none of his tank that shows up. Oh, there goes that guy. Oh, he's still there. Oh no, he's behind the rock. Okay, I couldn't see through the U100 smoke. Okay, not bad, not bad. As you can see up with the mod there, up in the top left corner, to the right of the frame rate and the ping and all that, you can see that did 1144 damage. Not too bad. If I was using a Hesh round, I probably wouldn't have done that much damage. But I probably would have damaged several of the tanks. Several of them. That E100's finished off now. Okay, our guy, please don't back up. As he inches backwards. I don't think the E3 is going to move up for me to get a nice shot off. So we still got armor piercing loaded. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Let's see. Looks like they have an IS-7 down that flank. T57's on the other side of that, yeah. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to hope I don't get spotted. I really wish I had 6th sense right about now. Hit. Oh, no, not quite. That looked like it was pretty close to me. That couldn't have been too far off. But you can see with this thing, I'm more of a defensive player, and I think this thing suits me well there. Oh, I wish I had high explosive loaded for shooting at that guy. Or Hesh rounds, I suppose it would be called. That'll be a tough shot. He's probably looking right at me. Let's see. Reload faster. If we can hit him, we can kill him. Gotcha. Just as he vanished. We got him. Let's Let's give it a minute to reload. Reload time doesn't feel too bad anymore. Oh. I'm going to go back. That T-71 is going to be tough to hit. No, it wasn't a good enough chance. Crap, we know we're using a Hesh on 70 health on this guy. Oh well. Crap. Oh, I've got to go back. 1390's coming back too. But I better back him up. He's certain it would only take that T-71 2 or 3 shots to kill him. And when he has a clip with 6 rounds, if he sees him coming, then he's a good chance. But me, it's going to take him a few clips to do that. It's going to be... well, he should be able to climb the hill in time. Especially that 1390 slows him down. 1390 should make it there first, but we shall see. This isn't really a tank designed to run back to base and fend for itself on its own. If that T-71 gets beside me, or behind me, I'm going to have a terrible time hitting him. Come on, 1390. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice one. There you go. That was too close. Now, who is it saying that we lost already? We haven't lost yet. It could still go either way, but we certainly have not lost. E50's rushing the E100. What's the E100 at for health? 35%. Okay. So he's taking hits. Took 570 damage there. That means that E50 isn't the only one there. Our mini-map agrees with that. That 215b is still there, or at least one of them's there. IS-7 is definitely there, as you can see. Team needs to push from east. Okay, I need to get into position again. Need to make this shot count. Need to kill something with it. Took a hit from the IS-7 though, I can live with that. Finish off the E50. I wanted to finish off that 215B there, but we just didn't have that opportunity. Reloading for another 15 seconds. IS-7 is going to be lined up on us. Artillery might be as well. There's the FV. Is he looking at us? I can't even tell. That one went low. I didn't want to take the time to aim because I figured I'd be immediately spotted. Okay, that guy's a one shot if we can hit him. We have 5 rounds left though. Okay. I don't know about this, guys. We're losing people fast. I would really like someone to get spotted right now. And that Waffenträger Panzer IV is going to be hard to hit there, so he's got a very low profile, so in that dip it's hard to say. We could take a blind shot and see if that FV is still over there, but that's an extremely low chance. If we rush out, the FV is probably going to hit us in the side and he could kill us with one shot. There he is. Crap. Uh-oh. I'm the only one left. I do not have enough rounds to... oh, hi. To do this on my own. There he is. There he is. Let's back up into this corner. Hopefully before he reloads, gets another shot in on us. I don't think we're going to have to worry about only having a few rounds left. We're not going to live long enough to shoot them all off. They're going to be coming up behind us soon too, I'm sure. I say as I back up. Let's consider that artillery has nothing else to look at. So of course we're going to be the main target there. I don't really want to back up anymore. We'll definitely get hit from behind then. Although this guy's going to peek up around the corner here. Ah! Don't like this. Uh-oh. This is going to hurt really bad. Ah. Okay, that's why they didn't come around the corner yet. They're waiting for people to come up behind me. Makes sense. That's an amazing way you can always avoid taking damage. If there's, say, one enemy, he could be the most deadly tank in the game. He could have the biggest, baddest gun with a fire rate of 8 million rounds per second. And if there's two of you and you're on either side of a building that he's stuck in the middle of, then you can peek around the corner, take turns hitting him all day long. He's got to choose a direction to point in. And in the time it takes him to turn around, there's no way that you can't get a shot in on him first. So, I mean, he doesn't move to shoot the second person. Then he takes a hit from that second person. And he keeps getting hit by that second person until he turns around. But as soon as he turns around to shoot that second person goes back into cover, and the first person peeks out and shoots him in the back a couple times. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Let's see here. So, for the E100 track and observation device, yeah. Observation device. I wonder if we must have hit him. Actually, there's probably an observation device on the top of his turret, and there's probably one right below it too on the flat part of his hull. I'm not entirely sure on that though. I don't know that much about the German mediums. Let's see. So Waffenträger track, we just hit him with an armor piercing. IS-7 observation device. We only took the one shot on him, and that was the killing blow. E100 did 1100 and something. Yeah, 1144. That was our first shot. And E50 just finished him off. So we probably did not make a profit. No, we lost money big time. And that's what happens more than often with this thing. Although last time we made a surprising amount of profit, thanks in part to the mission that we'd completed. I love the missions and events. That's the best thing they've added. The best, simplest thing, I guess you could say, they've added in a long time. It's so discreet, and I thought, okay, whatever, they're going to use it to announce on track to whatever tank events. But they're actually doing a lot of stuff with that. That's crazy. They've always got a lot of stuff in here. I mean, a lot of it's unavailable. Specifically because, let's see. Requirements not met. Requirements. Oh, because we need one of these tanks in order to progress up the line. Okay, so that's on track to the E50M event, I believe. And those are all related. But the rest are all... What's this one? Okay, complete the event. Oh. Okay, we just have to complete. And these are an extension of these. So that's simple enough. Coming soon. Whew. Oh, cool, they're doing on track to the IS-4 thing soon. By the time you guys see this, this will just about be an event. Actually, the day this video comes out might be the day that this thing starts. We shall see. So it looks like they're doing the on track to the IS-4 event soon. So if you want your IS-4, go ahead and check that out. Do I have anything put towards the IS-4? No, that's not German. That's, don't tell me. Let me see if I can guess it. It's definitely not France. Definitely not UK. Or is it? Oh, wow. I feel like such a noob right now. It must be Russian. Yeah. It is. Okay. Wow, that was terrible, wasn't it? Any thoughts of you guys looking up to me? Lost right there. Swept out the door. Yeah, I don't have really anything put towards the IS or IS4 or IS7. And really, I don't intend to. I plan on once I have 6.1 million credits on buying the T62A. How many experience do I have in this thing? 224,000, so I can research this. The Object 140. Sure, let's do it. So I have both tier 10s researched there. So I think I'll be getting the T62A once I have 6.1 million. But with this FV in the last 2 weeks, I've lost almost as many credits as I've made. So that's insane. This thing is extremely expensive to run, especially when you like to shoot premium all the time. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.